revs the boat motor, and this moves the fish. It moves them into the net. We have one biologist on board, and then there's a commercial fisherman and a deckhand. Part of our job is to make sure we don't have a threat to Lake Michigan.
Normally, loud noises like this will drive tens of thousands of pounds of fish a day into a commercial fisherman's net. But there aren't many fish in this part of the canal, so when they do catch one, they're happy it's not a species that isn't supposed to be here. The canal is part of the Chicago area waterway. It's the only link between the carp-infested Mississippi River Basin and Lake Michigan. That's why a multi-million-dollar electric barrier was created along this route, keeping the carp from swimming into Lake Michigan and ultimately the entire Great Lakes system. But it was in the spring of 2010, a big head carp was caught beyond the barrier here in Lake Calumet, dangerously close to Lake Michigan. So the Illinois DNR continually samples the water beyond the electric barrier looking for evidence of Asian carp, and they regularly find it in the form of environmental DNA.
Lake Calumet sample once a month. There's been numerous positive eDNA samples that have come back.
But discovering eDNA in the water doesn't necessarily mean the presence of live Asian carp.
These samples here are actually silver carp DNA that's present in the water samples. And what this suggests is that DNA can potentially pass through a bird.
John Amberg is a research fish biologist at a unique invasive species research laboratory, the Upper Midwest Environmental Sciences Center in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
We have a long track record of positive work with invasive species.
The center hopes that its intensive research will someday allow eDNA to be used to accurately detect areas where aquatic invaders are migrating, a technique that's never been used before.
If we're actually successful, it could completely change the way that invasive species is managed.
In the meantime, the center is faced with an intriguing mystery. Is there a population of Asian carp that have infiltrated the multi-million-dollar electric barrier? Or is the eDNA they're finding in the Chicago Canal and Lake Calumet coming from bird droppings after eating carp for a meal? They hope to find the answers using the most sophisticated forensic science techniques.
What we're trying to do is ultimately make this tool as powerful of a tool as it can possibly be.
It's literally CSI on water in the never-ending battle with the silent invaders.